Hi everyone, today I'm going to share with you some things that we no longer do or do that helps us to cut down on cost and just to stay healthier. I'm going to be looking down a lot because I have a list here. So just before I start, I want you to know that this is not something that you should burden yourself with or feel that you have to do. These are things we do because it works for us, it works for me being here, staying home. So it might not really work for you, or it might. So just so you know, there's nothing that's one size fits all. Just look into it. If you think it helps, then go for it. All right, let's begin. The first thing that I will be sharing with you is cleaners. So we cut down a lot on cost when it comes to cleaners because we stop buying different things for different stuff. Like if you go to the stores, you find something for the bathroom, you find something for the kitchen, you find something for the toilet. There's always something that you have to use differently that for different places that you clean. So I was like, we don't really need all these things for the different areas. So we started really looking into it, and we were right. Most of the stuff that are in the stores, number one, are toxic. They are full of crap, and I want you to watch out for that. Just using a simple dish soap can go a long way. So initially we started just using Dawn soap. We just use a drop in water and we use that to mop all over. We use that to clean the bathroom and all that. If we needed to scrub, we would just add baking soda. So after some time, I started making soap, and that's what we mainly use. If I need to disinfect, I make my own colloidal silver, which is just silver suspended in water, and that's what I use to kill bacteria and viruses. Some people do not actually believe that it kills viruses, but it does. That's because there's no study proving it. But I want you to look into it. There's a lot of articles and stuff, and you can do your own test. I did the milk test for bacteria, and it actually showed that it actually does kill bacteria. So this is not what I wanted to talk about. I like going off topic. So yeah, so I used that to disinfect. Before I had the colloidal silver brewer, I used hydrogen peroxide. I still use hydrogen peroxide if I want to disinfect, but I rarely do that. Just so you know, you don't have to be disinfecting your home all the time, because what you are doing, you are killing the good bacteria that is there to help you. So watch out for that. So that's about cleaners. We cut down on a lot of costs when we stop buying different things for different areas that we clean. And then let's move on to the second one: cosmetics, beauty products, makeup, name them. I'm putting all this in one category. So we cut down on costs when we stop buying all these things to beautify us. For Chris, he stopped buying the shaving creams, the aftershaves, the what. I just whipped up something for him to help him when he shaved. I will probably link up the video for that. And the other thing that we did was mainly my stuff. So I stopped buying heaps and heaps of makeup. The funny thing is, I never use these makeup, but the reason why I stopped buying them was mainly because I looked into makeup and they were just full of toxic stuff that nobody should put on their skin if you look into them. And the ones that were healthier, the ones that contain good stuff, they were really expensive. So what I did, okay, I didn't really get rid of all of them. I still have makeup. I just bought foundation and something for my lips, and I think I have a mascara which I never use. I don't do anything to my eyebrows, so I don't contour or anything, just foundation. So that has also saved me because I don't need to buy all those things. And for me, the main thing that has helped the most, like the most advantage to this, is the healthy side. It has helped my face a lot. My face is healing so much. I mean, people who knew me know that I had a serious acne prone face. Like, you really find my face without spots, and it's really healing. Right now, the healing I need to do is from the inside. There are foods that I cannot tolerate, but I just can't give them up. So I have to look into that, and I think I will be good when it comes to acne. So I stopped buying all this makeup, contour, eye, what, blah, 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 blah. I just have makeup because, you know, we're living in this world, and sometimes you can't just walk up to people's events looking like they would not like it. They will feel like, how can you come here with, you know, the world standards, they are still there, and sometimes you just have to regard people. So that's it, just it. But if I'm in my own space doing my own stuff, I don't use any makeup. And the other thing that we did, I think that's all about cosmetics, beauty products, yeah. And then other thing that we did is disposables. That's number 3, disposables. So we got rid of all the disposable stuff. I mean, we not got rid of them, but after they finish, we start buying. This one, I wouldn't say we are totally done. Like, there are still a lot of disposables that we use in this house, but paper towels, we don't use them anymore. What's the other one? Bottled water, we don't buy bottled water. We did buy bottled water when we had visitors. I think we also bought paper towels for them because I did not feel comfortable about the glass that I had. We mainly drink out of mason jars and random cups. Like, to me, they were not nice to give to people. I was shy, so we did buy bottled water, and we did also give them paper towels because the napkins I use, I just cut out cloth from old clothes and Isabel's towels and stuff. So yeah, I'm looking into making some nice napkins for them when I get my sewing machine. So yeah, that's just about it. But there are affordable napkins on Amazon. I think I will look into that as well. And the other disposables that we also did, this one people will be like, oh Doreen, that is a bit too much. So I bought a bidet, which I use in the bathroom for number 1. Oh, I use it for number 2, but after number 2 I use paper tissue to wipe. But for number 1, after I use the bidet, I use cloth wipes. So that has reduced the amount of tissue that we use in the toilet, the amount of toilet paper. So that has also helped. So those are the disposables. Oh yeah, let me not forget. Also, Isabel uses cloth diapers, so we don't do disposable diapers. We did disposable diapers when we went on the trip because I thought it was going to be too much admin, and I wanted us to enjoy the trip. So yeah. And then the other thing is my feminine hygiene stuff, like cloth disposable pads. I stopped using them. This one is win-win. Like, it's healthier for you, and you also save because you don't have to throw them away and buy new ones every time. You just wash them and reuse them. So I use cloth pads. I will do a separate video about cloth diaper and cloth pads. Number 5, we do not do seasonal decor and knickknacks. Like, when I came here, I realized people decorate for fall, winter, whatever, and I feel to me it's not necessary. It's a lot of money because sometimes these things get outdated and you want to get new ones. You get also carried away, and I just thought they are not necessary. It also collects a lot of dirt and stuff. You have to clean them, extra admin there, and when the season is over, you have to now store them, storage space. So it was just like, it's not necessary. So aside the money, I felt like it's just too much for me. Like I said, this is not one size fits all. Some people do this because it's therapeutic, there's some skills that they have that they want to exhibit. So you can do that, but it's just one way that we save money, and I'm just sharing with you. So we don't do that seasonal decorations, Christmas decorations, we don't do all those things. And I think because of our personality as well, these things are easy for us to do. And the other thing, I think this is number 6, we do not do weekly, monthly luxury beauty treats. Like, someone will go every week to do their nails, or every month, or they go every week to trim their eyebrows or face mask and all that. Number 1 reason for me was the money, and number 2 was most of the time the things they use there are toxic stuff. They are not, chemicals are not good for, those things are not good for to be used on humans. So I just cut it out. I know that there was a time that helped me a lot when I was fighting baby blues, PPD. My husband will force me to go out because I would just stay indoors, and where it would just make things worse. So he would literally beg me to go out and do those things. So I'm not saying there's no place for that, but there is. But you should, to me, it's a waste of money. And even if I'm going to do it, I'll make sure I find a natural place where they use simple stuff that's not going to harm me. All right, so that's it about the beauty treats and stuff. Then the next thing, number 7, is subscriptions. So when I got here, Chris paid for cable TV for about 100 and something, and on top of that he had Netflix, he had what. I'm like, dude, we need to talk. So we canceled all those things, and I'm like, I asked him, do you think you can find a place to watch some of your program? And it's like, you know what, I don't even watch these things. I just have them because, I don't know, I've never really thought about it. So we canceled all the subscription stuff. We don't have cable TV, we don't have Netflix, we don't have Pureflix, we don't have, I have Hulu free because it came with my phone, and I also have Amazon Prime that we use. I had that account before I even got married, so we just kept it. So Amazon Prime comes with Prime Video, which is free, and yeah, that's what we use. What else? I think that's just about it. Sometimes when we hear that there's something, maybe there's a Wakanda movie on Netflix, it's free, what we do is we just do the 30-day trial, which is free, and then we watch that movie. So you can try that as well. It's not stealing, it's free, something they offer. We're not cheating or anything. So yeah, sometimes we use my email address. The next time we use Isabel's email address, or we use my husband's. So that's what we do if we want to watch stuff on Netflix. And number 8 is special kitchen sets. This one, I never really liked this. When I was young, my mom would buy all this decorative kitchen sets that we would never use till it's outdated or it breaks. So it's something that it was not big for me to not do. I didn't grow up with it. So, you know, some people will be like, I'm collecting all the Pioneer women stuff, or I don't know their names because I don't do them, but you know, they want to collect these cups, designer cups or whatever. It's a waste of money for me. And when I got married, Chris had these ugly plates, and we still have those ugly plates. We got a chance to change plates because to get nicer plates. We had visitors and our plates were not enough. So I sent Chris, and guess what? He still got uglier, not even like the ones plates. So we have more ugly plates. And I didn't let him return because we were preparing for the visitors, and we were a bit stressed. We were not yet done with stuff, and he tried his best to get those things, and I didn't want him to return. I wanted to appreciate him and stuff like that, so I kept them. And it's also fun just to remind him, like, you got these ugly plates. So yeah, we have ugly plates, and if we get visitors, they eat in those ugly plates as well. Number 9 is jewelry. This is something that I used to do, my fantasy side. I think I skipped something. So if the numbers don't add up, I think I skipped something, but I'll make sure I tell you everything. There's supposed to be 10 things here. So the other thing is jewelry. It's just something that I did, my fantasy side. It's not like something that meant anything to me. So I'll buy necklace, I'll buy stuff, and I will not use them. My varsity days, my friends would just come and use them on my behalf. So it was easy for me to say, Doreen, you're just wasting money in this area, and I just stopped buying them. So what I think I should do now is probably get some good quality studs or earring that I can use over time, because most of the things, jewelry, you get them and they just stop working, or they are not good after some time. So I just need to invest into it. Something that I'll wear to functions, and maybe a watch. Chris bought me a watch, but it's those watches that you have to be, you dress fancy in order to wear them. But yeah, I have a watch. So that's it, jewelry. And the other thing is clothing. Oh, this one, it's emotional for me because, oh my goodness, I used to spend so much on clothing, buy them on credit. I think I still, I still have that urge, but I do not satisfy it. I'm done with it. I've been delivered, and I mean, the Holy Spirit helps me, so I no longer. The last time I went into buying clothes was when I got pregnant. And luckily for me, after I delivered, well, it's fortunate and unfortunately, I gained so much weight while breastfeeding. So I still wore the clothes that I wore when I was pregnant. Yeah, that was how fat I was. I still, I'll wear my pregnancy clothes and I'll still look okay. So yeah, I still wore them and I didn't have to buy a lot of clothes after. I've also stopped this thing of having to buy something new when there's a function. Nope. I have just some clothes in my head that if there's something, I'll just go for those. I don't buy high heels anymore. I stopped wearing them. They hurt your back. They're just not good for your bones, your spinal cord. Sometimes there are functions that I feel like if I wear flats, I will be disrespecting them. So I just carry it in my car, and when I get there, I wear. But I have not been to those. I have not been to those functions for a long time. But on a regular normal day, I don't wear heels, so I stopped buying them. And I think that's just it about clothing. For Chris, I suggested to him to buy from thrift stores, but because at thrift stores, you will get quality clothes, but very affordable, very cheap. But he has this thing about wearing secondhand clothes. Like, I don't know who wore this. I don't know what kind of person they were. He has this superstitious thing. So he just buy from cheap stores and the quality is not that good. But I just realized that sometimes this quality thing, we overthink it. Because I've had clothes that are not quality and I still have them till today. So I'm wondering, how long will those quality clothes last? Maybe 100 years, because if these ones that are not quality are still here, then I just think you have to take proper care of whatever clothes you have, unless you are looking into materials that are healthier to wear. Then I understand, but in terms of durability, I think most of these things last. I also don't do handbags. It has never been my thing. I just have one handbag that if I don't even use it, if I have to go somewhere, I'll just take it. With Isabel, I never even had a diaper bag. I now have a school bag that I used to use for my laptop when I was in university. I have that school bag, and when we go to church and I have to drop her off at the Sunday school or the children's ministry service, I put her stuff in. But I never use diaper bag for her because I'm not really big on bags, and I always change her in the car. I don't use public restrooms to change her. I always change her in the car, or the way she also does her stuff, like she won't poop in public. She only poops in the mornings in the house. If she's not going that regular, she will poop later in the day, but in the house. So changing her was very easy. So even diaper bag, I did not do it. So I don't do bags. I know some people have hundreds and hundreds of handbags in their homes, but that's another area you can save. Like I said, these are things that work for me. They fit my personality, and it might not be for you. But if you want to save, these are areas that you can save. The other thing is this one. I'm just looking into it. Is there are books. So I used to pretend like I will read and I will buy all these sort of books that I will never touch. I'll buy all sort of journals that I want to write in. I'll just write a few pages and they'll be waste, and I'll buy another journal because it looks cute, because it's what girls do. They carry beautiful journals and they write in, but it was not my thing. Somebody told me about audiobooks that I'm looking into it, because I realized that I can listen to podcasts for I can listen to podcasts the whole day. I'll make notes and even write articles from it. So I can listen, but I'm not a very good book reader. And it was, I guess if it was in the olden days, this would have been really bad, but now we have different ways of getting information. So I'm really looking into the audiobooks. And for now, I can borrow audio stuff from my library. If I want a book or anything, I check my library and they have, and I get it. So no more pretending like I'm going to read that book. I have that, but I'm still reading books because of Isabel. I mean, I don't want her to miss out on that. But yeah, it's just not my thing, and I'm trying not to waste money buying books that I will not read. So I think that's all. I have to be done because I'm hiding, as you can see. Any moment from now, I will be busted. So that's all. I think lotions, I forgot to mention that will fall under cosmetics and beauty products. I make my own lotion. I don't go wasting money on the so-called good, your Niveas and your Aveenos. They are all full of crap, toxic stuff that are not good for you. So you can make your own lotion. It's very easy. Just be careful when you start making your own stuff. Do not try to make every recipe. Okay, you end up wasting money. The thing about saving is that when you are obsessed about stuff, you can even end up paying more. I will tell you that more into detail. Let me finish with the lotion. So I have videos on here if you want to make your own soap, bar soap, liquid soap, lotion. Not really lotion, they are more of cream for your skin. Body butter. I have them here on my channel. You can look them up and try it. So the other thing that helps us, I think will be the last point, is that we try. I said we try because we have not won in this area, but we try every day to be modest in everything we do. We try to not obsess about things. You know, I'm in a cloth diaper group just to learn how to take proper care of the cloth diapers that I have, and trust me, people go on and on about how they want to collect a certain type of print, how they want all their kids to have this type of print, and they buy, to me, they have spent more than they would have spent if they were using disposables. But remember, these people, maybe they were using cloth diapers because of the healthy reasons. Am I saying the right thing? They are using cloth diapers because of the healthy benefits, not necessarily because they cannot afford disposables. So it fits their need. Okay, so I'm not judging them, I'm just saying be careful. Sometimes even in saving, you can end up obsessing. You know, somebody will say, I'm doing my hair this way because I want to save, but now you end up obsessing about putting all sort of things in your hair, and you are even spending more money. Like people will come up to me and say, what do you use for your hair? And they think I'm lying when I say I just use whatever. Like sometimes I grab my cooking spray and I spray it in my hair and I go out just so that I have some shine and people don't think I'm crazy. But you know, if you want your hair to grow, you should be focusing on your health. If you eat well, automatically your hair will grow. The outside stuff is minimum, so you just have to do some shea butter depending on your need. Once in a while you do some treatment, but don't obsess so much about your hair. Okay, let's forget about that. So that's just what I'm saying. So we try not to obsess about things, or you know, want to have everything. It helps us, but we've not won in this area. Sometimes we get carried away and we spend more than we want to. So I want you to look into this as well. Let me end here. I'm going to go on and talk and talk and talk. Let me stop myself, okay? So thank you for watching, and let me know how you save. Another way that we save is food, but that is a whole topic that I have to do on its own. You know, we try to eat in season, like when pumpkins are in abundance, we eat pumpkins a lot, and we eat cabbages a lot, and depending on what is in season, we store them, we freeze them, we mash them, we fry them. So that's what my husband is, just a down-to-earth person. So I mean, he makes things very easy for me. So that's just it. So food is another topic that we have to, I'm trying to, well, I'm not saying I'm trying. I've been planning to grow my own herbs, which would have saved us a lot of money. I said I was going to start my compost. I've not started, but I will. I think if you grow herbs, it will save you a lot of money, because most times these herbs are expensive for just small amount. You pay a lot and you will not finish using them, and then they will spoil. I tell myself I'm going to hydrate them, I'm going to dry them, and I forget and they spoil. So if I grow my own herbs, it will help me a lot. So that's just it about it today. I will grow my own herbs, and when I do, I will also post a video about me having my own garden of herbs. You see, I keep on talking. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.